A very holiday edition of Mythic Gaming Commander Night here in lovely Madison, Wisconsin. We are going to be playing some green, red, or white, or combination of, let's say, Naya limited colored decks today. And it's definitely just a fun festive night. And we've actually even got some presents for you. We've got a new player I'd like to introduce you to, and he's got something potentially for you.
I'm John Galley. I'm a die-hard mono-red mage. We've got a mono-red Lelia deck here. It is $50 budget, but it's all foil, completely with lands. Could be a nice gift for someone, and we'll have a link in the description below.
Yeah, there'll be a link below, and definitely join in for that. Will probably be about 2 weeks from when the video drops that we'll be pulling a name. So unfortunately, won't make it to you for Christmas, but hey, it's a Christmas gift all the same. And we actually have someone who you've met before who also has something he'd like to share with you.
Well, ho 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 everyone! As you can see, I am Santa Magic for you. Good old Christmas colors for a Naya Precon deck is Dog Meat from the Fallout Universe
If you
Beyond.
hold it this way, the
This
top
way?
camera will
Okay,
get it.
Top camera. So, yeah, this one will just be through your social medias.
We are going to do a quick deck introduction. So I've already said I'm Chad. I'm going to be playing Glunch, the Bestower, because it's Christmas, so everyone needs presents. I will be giving out lots of gifts today. Everyone's getting gifts. Maybe you don't want them, but I'm going to give them to you anyways.
I'm also doing Naya for this episode, and it is Ozzyie, Jaws of the Conclave. So basically, I'm going to bring a bunch of elves out, but these elves are going to get pretty swole pretty quickly. They're not your little elves from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They're going to be pretty beefy and just be swinging everywhere with a wolf leading the charge. So
I feel like he needs a Rudolph nose, though. Like
that
was
is
just
true. That is true. Little dot for Ozzyie. Yeah, that'd be good. So go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of question these gifts. I don't know. I'm going to be dishing out the hate. I've got the Lelia with the Exile ability and lots of Value Town. We've got some Cascade, some Discover, a lot of mono-red goodness over here.
So, I'm Oz. I play at a bunch of stores around town, basically, a little bit everywhere. I'm playing Obun, which is a precon that I had upgraded, and it's a lands deck. So I figured for Christmas, we're traveling all through land. So there should be lots of lands in play and lots of landfall kind of stuff and +1 counters and lands attack. I'm not sure how that fits in with Christmas, but you know, they come. That's the deck.
So we've already rolled to go first, and I think you won our initial roll, and we've already done our mulligans. So whenever you're ready, take it away.
This Canopy, no. Right, yeah, Canopy Vista. You just come and tap. Go ahead.
Card, we'll play a mountain. And pass turn.
I'm going to play this Savannah and say go.
We're all dropping basics and enters the battlefield. He's like, $350. What do you want?
Well, because it's
Guess who's
lands.
not getting presents? It's you. Pass.
It's going to look pretty, or I'm going to blind the viewers.
Yeah, that's
Either
it.
way, so.
I will play both, and I will do this Elvish War Master. Whenever one or more other elves enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green elf warrior token. This ability triggers only once each turn, and then I can pay 7 elves you control get +2/+2 and gain death touch until end of turn. So,
All right, we'll draw. We'll play a mountain.
Are all your mountains the same? That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Nice.
No OCD today.
All right, I will play this mountain, but not your mountain, of course. And I will choose to play Archivist of Ogba. If you search your deck, I will gain a life and draw a card. I know I can flash it, but I don't care. Pass.
Oz, what does your commander do? Can I?
My commander, when landfall comes into play, I can put a +1/+1 counter on any creature. And then at combat, I can change one of my lands into a creature with trample that's equal to its power and toughness.
So I've drawn for turn. I played a basic forest. I'm going to tap
But you can definitely see.
both of those and play out Noble Heritage, which is a background from one of the D&D sets. And it says, commander creatures you own have, when this creature enters the battlefield and at the beginning of your upkeep, each player may put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control. For each opponent who does, you gain protection from that player until your next turn.
Hot.
On your end step.
Oh.
We can't have nice things. Come on, it's not Christmas yet. We're gonna stomp this guy for 2 damage,
Oh, so sad.
and I'm gonna go on an
Smash.
adventure over here.
Yay, where you going?
Stomping ground.
Ouch.
More like stomped ground.
Yes.
Oh, because of your elf just got stomped. That was the. Sorry.
That was pretty good.
I'm gonna do an arcane signet and pass turn.
I might have to blow that up too.
Wow,
No.
that's just cruel.
I'm
John,
giving
I'm-
gifts he's taken away.
John, I'm never gonna
Let's
invite
go,
you
Krampus.
to anything ever again.
That's right. I shouldn't left the gift horse in the mouth over here. We'll play another one of these pretty mountains over here, and you know what? Let's get this guy off his adventure and get him into play over here.
It's 4-3, right?
He is a 4/3, and if you target him with a spell, you take 2 damage.
Nice.
Oh, you hold on that, and it just pull it down just a little bit.
There will be more adventures.
Perfect.
I'll play the City of Brass. It's gonna start hurting soon. I'll just play this Evolution Sage. Do a point of damage. So I will proliferate when I play lands. You know, I'll just chill and hang out. I don't need to be aggressive right now. Go ahead.
No Arabian Nights, City of Brass over here.
I have one. I just usually just don't play it.
I've got enough to bring our boy Glunch in. So Glunch is a jellyfish, and he's a very friendly jellyfish, and he wants you to know that he loves you. And at the beginning of your end step, choose a player. They put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control. Choose a second player to draw a card. Choose a third player to create 2 treasure tokens. Someone's not getting a present, and I can choose myself. But because of Noble Heritage, we have an ETB ability as well. So when Glunch enters the battlefield, each player, and at the beginning of my upkeep, each player may put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature they control. If you choose to do this, I get protection from you until my next turn. I'll start with you. Would you like? Would you like to make your giant a little bit bigger?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I would like to put 2 counters on
Take-
my Evolution
Take
Sage.
some presents.
I know a group hug when I see one over there.
It's a bunch of presents. I don't know what you're talking about. I think we'll go to the end step, and I'm going to target you. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature you control.
All right, now I'll accept.
Yeah, which does not affect the. I feel like
Can I choose what you're gonna give me, please?
That's not how it works.
Please, dear Santa, I would like to be able to draw a card.
Sarah to Glunch. Say it right.
Santa Glunch, I would like to draw a card.
You can draw a card, and I'm going to take 2 treasure tokens.
Okay.
Nice.
In response to that, I'm going to a Light Tutor.
Wow.
I'll let you take it. Hey, remember though, I'm giving you gifts, so play nice.
I have a trigger because you're searching. I get to gain a life and draw a card.
I will tap this. First Soul Ring. How did that?
I don't know how that
Who
happened.
would have thought that?
So then, forest, mountain, white. There's my
That's getting big
2,
really fast now.
and there is Conclave. So finish Vigilance, Trample, and Ward 3. And then when attacks, put X 1/1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of elves you control, and then draw a card for each wolf you control. And I see you only have 3 lands over there.
3.
Ward
Yeah.
3.
So ridiculous, guys. So you know I can't kill him since he's
You
Ward
cannot
3.
kill it right now.
Well, said, well, no, Lightning Bolt doesn't kill
no,
him.
Lightning
I
Bolt doesn't
guess.
kill it.
Yeah. Pyrokinesis maybe, but even that.
He won't trade. He won't choose to trade with you though.
Yeah, that's true.
This table is getting ridiculous already.
And I'm again
Boys.
happy to give you presents. Like let's just think this through.
I mean, I capitalized on my present. I really appreciate that. Like, that was a Christmas
I have
miracle.
it's going to be pretty full under the tree over there soon enough.
Yeah.
I'm sensing. Well, all right. You have a 2/7, so we can't meddle with that. So we'll send a 6/5 your way.
You could trade.
Good trade. And then we'll go second main and we'll play a Maniform Hellkite. It is a 4/4 flyer. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I get an XX red dragon creature with flying and haste, where it's equal to the mana cost.
Nice.
And I sack it at the end step, or exile.
Okay.
And you're up.
Oh, I have so many choices here. Can't attack you because you got protection stuff. I can't attack anyone over here because that's just scary. I'll just do the boring stuff. It sounds like the right thing. I will play Ozzyie. I'll play the Ozzyie, and I'll play Ozzyie the Shattered Spire.
Jeez.
What was
Okay.
the second one, dude?
So the second one says, whenever I place a counter on something, put that +1 on it instead, and for 2 and tap, 1 green, Put a +1 counter on target artifact or creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. I don't have to attack anyone, so I just pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep. Everyone can decide if they would like to have 2+1/+1 counters. If they do, I gain protection.
It's on your upkeep and
Upkeep.
whenever a creature enters?
Whenever it enters the battlefield or on my upkeep.
Right.
Let's get wild.
Yeah.
Where are you putting them?
Let's
Oh.
go.
Maniform Hellkite.
Let's do it.
And I'll put 2/3 on this one.
Sounds good to me. Glunch gets them as well. All right, let's get everyone more presents. Untap, upkeep, draw.
This game's getting scary very fast.
Yeah, it is.
So let's drop a Miko Kokoro, Center of the Sea, which is the everyone draws a card land.
Yeah.
And we're going to tap 4 mana to give a tempting contract. Starting next upkeep, everyone can have a treasure token on my upkeep. And if you take one, I get one. So good deal for everybody.
Okay.
I am going to move to my end step, and I am not going to be giving you as many more counters. So I would like to give you 2 counters
And this is
plus
the
1.
enchantment?
This is Glunch's ability. So I get 3. So you get 2+1/+1 counters wherever on a creature. So you have to put both on the same creature.
Okay, we'll go with the Bone Crusher Giant here.
Last time I was very kind to you, so I think I'm going to give 2 treasure tokens to Oz.
Thank you.
And I'm going to draw a card.
Just has reach, and then whenever it blocks a creature with flying, it gets +3/+0 until end of turn. Elf Wizard. I can pay 3 and a green and create a 1/1 Sapperling, or I can pay 3 and a white, and creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Let's go to combat. Ozzyie's gonna go your way, John. On the attack trigger, I own 2 elves.
It's even vigilance?
Yep.
Wow.
So everything gets a +2/+2 because I own 2 elves.
It's 2 counters?
Yep.
Wow.
Because I
Okay.
own 2 elves.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
getting out of hand
And
quickly.
then I have 1 wolf, so I will draw a card.
Yeah, this there better be a blasphemous act on top, or this stream's gonna be over quickly here. I guess I'm soaking down some 9 commander damage.
9
here.
commander damage. We could just record the 9 separately on,
Yeah,
like
some
on
tech-oriented
a card over
person
there or
can-
something.
Can figure it out here.
Yeah.
Second main, I have not played land for turn yet, so I'll play this plains. And then I will pass turn.
Ward 3 and absolutely gigantic.
It's
See
scary
what's
attack.
going on
You need
here.
a Chaos Warp or something crazy.
Okay, well, we need more than a Chaos Warp. Let's see. Untap upkeep. We'll draw a card. Let's play another Shiny Mountain. Let's see what we can dig up here. I'm gonna go with a Abbot of Carroll Keep. It's a 2/1 prowess. When it enters the battlefield, you exile the top card of your library, and you can play that card till the end of the turn. That is a Daring Discovery, so sadly we probably will not be able to play that this turn, but it is a fun Discover 4 card.
Fun.
I'm going to go Fanged Flames. This is a devoid red card. It does 4 damage to target creature, planeswalker, and if it would die this turn, it's exiled. So we'll target that elf.
In response.
Oh,
here
no.
comes the saving
Here comes.
grace. There is a trigger on the stack,
Okay.
too, for my Maniform Hellkite.
Let's do a Dawn's Truth. I can gift a card. I'll return the favor, and I'll gift you a card.
Oh, boy, thank you so much.
No.
Whoa.
Wow.
So you and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. If the gift was promised, permanents you control also gain indestructible until end of turn.
Wow.
What a
Okay.
lovely human
The
being.
big guns are out for this game. All right, so that'll resolve. I will get a token if you wouldn't mind drawing me a dragon.
Does it resolve or does it fizzle?
That's true.
You said
do
hexproof,
gain-
right?
Yep.
You gain
Yes,
hexproof.
Yeah, so it
okay.
fizzles.
So this doesn't fizzle, but this does.
Yeah.
So I will
Gotcha.
still get a 2/2
Because it's on cast, right?
Yeah, 2/2
Perfect,
flying
perfect.
haste dragon.
Is it just a dragon? It's not a specific kind of dragon?
Just a dragon. There, you got some guys coming your way here.
All right, what's the biggest
2
thing?
dragons. We've got a 6/6 flying dragon and a 2/2 flying dragon.
All right, so I guess I will exile the one. I'm gonna have to exile the 6/6.
Hey, I like lands.
Sure, that's fine.
Sure. So Maniform Hellkite will get exiled.
This guy, Rishkar,
Okay.
and put a counter on this guy and this guy. And since it's more than one, I put 2 on each. So these guys can tap for mana now. I have this treasure. I'll play this Mana Gorger. It's it's a 1/1, and whenever a player casts a spell, I put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Yep.
It's got trample.
Sounds good to me.
I'm done. Pass.
We have 2 decisions for each of you to make. 1, would you like to put a +1, 2 +1/+1 counters on one of your creatures?
Yeah, I'll put it on.
Love it.
I'm embracing all the hugs now
Yeah.
at this point after
Yeah,
I've seen
take
what's
'em.
going on this side of the table. So let's
Listen,
see.
I'm
I
happy
guess
to
make
take
this
second
big.
place here. I'm gonna keep feeding you guys so you punch the crap out of each other and then decide to kill
You're
me.
gonna take the hug? I'm gonna take the hug as well. I'll get the
Everyone's
extra counter on
getting
it.
hugs. Okay, now would you like a treasure? You can take a treasure. The only cost is that I will get a treasure for each one you take.
I'll take a treasure.
Treasure,
If I
treasure.
can't be first, maybe second.
I'll take treasure. I don't care.
All right. So I am going to be at 5 treasures now. Then I'm going to go to my draw. Let's do a land for turn. We will drop a basic. Then we are going to white and 4 to play a Silver Quill Lecture. Silver Quill Lecture has demonstrate. Whenever I cast a creature spell, I can copy it. If I choose to, an opponent will also get a copy of it. Each copy becomes a token. So I'm going to test this out by using one of my treasures.
And then I'll go up to 2 more.
You do what you got to do.
Yep.
I'm going to go pay 4, and I'm going to cast an Elvish Mystic. Now, I don't want you to have any elves, so I'm going to offer you an Elvish Mystic. So you can have, you get one. You don't get to choose.
As long as your drawing is pretty, I'm taking one.
How come I couldn't get an elf?
I got presents coming your way. Don't worry. I got presents.
You don't need any.
Yeah. No, I was like, I'm not giving you more elves. You can have presents, but not that good of presents.
that's
Mom's
good.
getting you a PS1, not a PS3. All right. So
Dude, Crash Bandicoot PS1,
right.
I will do that.
I
every
owe
day
you
week.
a picture. I will get to it. I have 4 more treasure. I'm going to cast a Discerning Financier. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you, create a treasure token. And for white and 2, choose another player. That player gains control of target treasure you control. Draw a card. I'm going to give a copy to you of that one. And so the Discerning Financier will have 2 copies of that. And I'm going to cast an Avacyn's Pilgrim. And I will give you an Avacyn's Pilgrim as well. So you get a human monk pilgrim. So if you want to make a copy of Avacyn's Pilgrim for yourself,
This game went from Magic to Yu-Gi-Oh! In a
oh,
hot minute.
super quick. We will move to end step, and it's time to give up more presents. All right. So
Oh my god.
This is awesome.
you're done with +1/+1 counters. Sorry. So that will never be coming your way again. Your dragon is gone. I think I need to give you big blockers to deal with over here. So I'll give you 2 +1/+1 counters again. So those are for you. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to give you some 2 treasures to see if you can come up with something to deal with some of that shenanigans.
If he even cares about the shenanigans.
He should care about the shenanigans.
I think the first words of this game was that he was toning down his deck choice over here. I don't know if I believe that.
Well, it's gifty.
Yeah.
Swingy, that's for sure.
Here you go. He is a little elf with your presents for you.
Oh, it comes with a gift. I like it.
I'm going to play Legolas Master Archer.
Nice.
Reach. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Legolas, put a +1/+1 counter on Legolas. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you don't control, Legolas deals damage equal to its power up to 1 target creature. Let's go to combat. Jaws is going to go your way.
How big is it?
On the attack trigger, 1, 2, 3. So 3 more elves. So it is 9, a 14/14 Vigilance Trample Ward 3.
14/14.
Yes, 14/14.
Okay. I will block with everything that I got. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 dead. It's not first strike, right?
No. Oh, and then sorry. On the attack trigger though, I will get draw a card because I do own 1 wolf.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. The 14 plus 4 plus 1. So
Right.
19 damage.
So we're gonna get rid of the Hydra,
Sure.
and then I'll get
That's 14 damage, right?
Yep.
that's
and
it.
Then
That's 14.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm going to Broken Bond the Ozzyie.
That makes sense.
I haven't seen that guy in a while.
Because you don't want me to put those counters on something.
I'll play Rhythm of the Wild.
Ooh.
Rhythm of the Wild.
That's the hasty, right? Thing.
Yeah, creature
Okay,
spells you control can't be countered, And then non-token creatures you control have riot. So I can either
Yep.
put a +1
Yep.
+1 counter on it, or they get haste.
Yep.
I will say it did go through my head that no one could legally play blue today.
I know, right?
I was
so
like,
no one's gonna mess with no
I
one.
didn't
Yeah.
even think about that. I love
Well, no.
Yeah.
There's white counter. There's two or three white counter spells.
they're so bad though.
Yeah.
They're so bad.
Like I had in the original build of this, I had both the mana tithe for the one, and then the one that puts it back on top. And I'm like, I'm giving gifts. I don't want to stop people from doing things. Do all the things. Have your presents.
Yeah. This is a weird game. At least your commander's off the battlefield for now.
There's kind of only one card I want right now, and that's a Wrath to get rid of this nonsense. But
No, I don't want Thieves Auction.
Man.
I want something crazy.
we're gonna get my commander out, Lelia.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Go.
What are you planning to do exactly?
Tell us what
something
Layla
something
does.
about artifacts, right?
Let's go to combat.
What does Layla do?
Lelia is a 2/2 with haste, and when she attacks, I exile the top card of my library. I can play that card till the end of my turn.
Okay.
Whenever one or more cards are exiled from my library or my graveyard, she gets a +1/+1 counter.
Okay, cool.
So she can get big. but
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now she's small. She's probably gonna
More
die.
+1/+1 counters on the table. That's funny.
Yeah. This must be a theme here for Christmas. You guys are huge.
I mean, green, white, and red +1/+1s is like heavy in those. Less so red, but green and white for sure.
It's kind of a thing, yeah. Let's go Oz's way with Lelia and
Big giant
Bone
smash.
Crusher because, yeah, why not? It's Christmas.
But he does not have trample. Is that correct?
He doesn't have trample yet. On attack, Lelia will exile a card if that's all right with
Yeah.
everybody.
With me. But...
It's a tectonic hazard.
Ooh, that does 1 damage to every creature?
1 damage to each opponent and each creature they control if I cast it. Lelia is going to get a counter from that, and then...
So this is going to die anyway.
It could.
So it's
Is
going to
that-
die anyway. It's
Is
a
that an
1/1.
elf? Okay.
Yeah, it's a 1/1. It's going to die anyway. So I'll jump in front of Lelia so I don't take that damage.
That works.
And I'll take the other 6.
Okay.
You're taking 10 with it.
Yeah, it's a 10 spot. for
5,
Bone
6,
Crusher.
7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm going to cast this Maze Mind Tomb. It is a tap to put a counter on it and scry 1, or pay 2, tap, put a counter on it, draw a card. When there's 4 or more page counters on it, it gets exiled and I gain 4 life. So something that gives me a little gasoline here. Let's go ahead and cast the Tectonic Hazard. So 1 damage to each of you, 1 damage to each of your creatures, which probably does a whole lot of nothing.
Oh no, that's not true. It's gonna kill a
Might.
bunch of my stuff.
Might kill some stuff.
I can't afford just to go wild, so I'll tap these 2 and this 1 for an Inspiring Call. I'll draw 3 cards. I'll attempt to play a Scoot Swarm.
Fair.
Copy a Scoot Swarm, and then I'll proliferate.
Copy a Scoot Swarm or a
Oh, I get
1/1?
insect. I get insect.
Yeah.
I don't have enough to do the other thing yet. Tap this to play Exploration. Play land.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Oh,
I'm going to
oh.
respond.
I'm gonna attempt the Exploration.
Yeah, we're not going to have Scoot Swarm just going to town over there.
Thank
Sack
you,
of
red
treasure.
deck.
Yeah, we're going to abrade and 3 damage to the original Scoot.
Give you
Okay,
give you the gift of death. Ah.
Can't have nice
So
things.
I just have an insect
Yeah.
instead.
So first question, would you like a 2/2 on one of your creatures? Then the next check is, who wants a treasure? Hooray! We're going to play Baird, Steward of Argive. Baird, Steward of Argive, he's a 2/4 with vigilance, and creatures can't attack you or a planeswalker you control unless their controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. You're my harshest critic, so I'm going to give you, even though I don't even get a copy, I'm going to make a copy just so you can have a copy of this. Because I want to be your friend.
What does that do?
So it's what's the
Propaganda?
Yeah, it's propaganda.
ghostly
It's
person,
1 cost propaganda. Any of those. So I'm going to make a copy. I'll give you a copy. When my copy enters, I will let the copy go to exile or graveyard. So Esper Sentinel with this awesome altar sleeve is going to be copied as well.
Oh God.
And let's see, who is casting the most? I feel like you're more spell heavy. Your creatures. You don't have a commander right now. I'm going to give you a copy of Esper Sentinel. So if you want,
I see. Because
you want to make your own copy, and I'll get a copy. I'll make a copy of that for myself as well. Yeah,
I feel like this episode's going to go as long until like the next Christmas.
that's what we're going for. We're going to my end step. We got 3 things to give away. We got some +1/+1 counters. Again, I feel like you're the wall here, so I'm going to give you some +1/+1 counters. So you get 2, put them wherever you on 1 creature. I gave you a pretty good present this year, so I'm going to give you some more treasure tokens because you're still a little low on mana. So go ahead and have 2 treasure tokens.
My trigger on the DF.
Yep.
John has more lands than I do, so I get another treasure. My commander's back out.
Sure.
I'm gonna give it haste because of Rhythm of the Wild.
It's
Sure.
first non-creature spell, right?
Yeah, first non-creature.
Non-creature spell, yeah.
Spell. I will play this Elvish Archivist.
Ooh.
Whenever one or more artifacts enter the battlefield under control, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Triggers only once each turn. Whenever one or more enchantments enter the battlefield under control, draw a card. This ability only triggers once each turn. We need like violence to start happening. I like so everything your way, Ozzy.
Me?
Yep.
What did I do?
So on the attack trigger, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 elves. So everything will get an additional 4 counters.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to choose to block nothing because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because you're going to die no matter
I'm
what.
going to die no matter what. So with that, I look at the table, see if they want to do anything.
I already
I'd
offered
help
the
you
one.
if I could, but
Yeah, the one thing. Well, hold on. What's the smallest?
The smallest thing is this is a 9/9, but it has ward 3. This is a 10.
Oh, yeah, everything's
11.
way out of my range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll take my asterisk and block the biggest thing, and then
Okay.
take the rest.
Okay, so 10, 20, 29.
So I would be at -1. I die. And I die?
I guess.
You're dead?
Yeah.
Oh no!
I guess technically, if you have enough mana to cast any spell whatsoever, you could force me to draw, and I could see if I could draw into a solution.
The only thing I can...
Because I get to draw 2 off of Esper Sentinel. So if you cast 1 spell,
I would need 2 treasure to cast anything.
it looks like our
And I die to Santa's Workshop Elves.
No, our land hero has fallen. Well, we know that now that Oz is gone, we know where the next one's coming. So
See, you don't need to stop the
we
Screw Swarm.
need some answers. We need some answers.
Ironically, the Screw Swarm living would have kept me alive.
I'll make sure you get to draw this turn.
I'm gonna draw this card. Experimental Synthesizer. When it enters or leaves the battlefield, exile top card of my library. I can play it till the end of my turn. And I can pay 3, sacrifice it to make a 2/2 white samurai with vigilance, and I can only activate that as a sorcery.
So on the cast trigger,
Okay.
would you like to pay 5?
That seems steep. I'm gonna let you.
I have a much better offer. I have 2 times 1. So 2 different
You want
instances.
to pay
at
one
once.
twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys have cards. I don't believe in these cards.
Listen.
Okay. They're make believe.
Listen, I've got gifts coming your way. Don't worry about it.
Mystic Study, Smothering Tithe, Esper Sentinel, they don't exist. I will exile a card and I will trigger Lelia's ability to grow a little bit bigger. The card exiled is Fear Fire Foes. I can pay 1 red X. Damage can't be prevented this turn. I can deal X damage to 1 creature and 1 damage to each other creature with the same controller. I mean, I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory if I'm going to go out. You are definitely who I'm coming after here.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole gang, except for maybe these guys here, are coming in.
Fight. I mean, presents.
On attack, Lelia is going to trigger, so we're going to exile yet another card. It is a Koth, Fire of Resistance. He's a big boy. We're going to get a counter on Lelia.
I'm going to block with Esper Sentinel with Layla, and then my DF will block the Giant.
The
That's
discerning.
a 5, right?
Yeah,
Lelia's
Esper's a
7,
5.
7. This Financier's a 6/7 blocking.
Yeah.
Which creature?
The Giant.
Okay, so it also is going to die. My Giant will live.
So DF and Sentinel die.
Yeah, and we've got 1 prowess trigger. The Abbot was unblocked, so you're taking 7 there. All right, we're going to make a Samurai. Let's start there. We're going to tap 1, 2, 3. I'm going to sacrifice this to make a Samurai, if you would.
Sure.
End step. These guys are going to go
It's a 2/2.
goodbye.
Yeah.
That is a 2/2 Vigilance.
Lands. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still have me beat there, so I get 2 more treasures for that. Oh, you two are gonna love this.
Oh my
Is
god.
it
Oh.
like Bedlam or something?
Oh no, it's
Oh,
great.
no, you're green and white.
I'm
Okay.
waiting for Temptation of Discovery or something.
Okay, so
I feel like Chad should be wearing at least my hat.
1, 1.
This is like a
Two.
2-inch Santa.
Okay,
You
okay,
guys
okay.
got the beards.
Check this. Duelist Heritage. Whenever one or more creatures attack, I may have target attacking creature gain double strike until end of turn. That means if you attack each other, I can give your creatures double strike, which is fun. That's great. Everyone, it's a present. It's a present of violence. Then we'll tap 2 more, and we're going to cast a Howling Mine. Everyone gets to draw more cards, because that's fun. And then finally, for white and 2, it's not as much of a present for you, but it's the gift that everyone always wanted, a Ghostly Prison. Creatures can't attack me unless they pay 2.
Plus the 1, right?
Plus 1. So a total of 3 per creature now to attack me. I have 0 desire to do anything to either of you right now because you guys are just having a lot of fun and I'm having a lot of fun giving you gifts. So I'm just going to move to my end step. Everyone's getting a gift. So the question is, because you took my gift before, which means you're not attacking me this turn, I'll let you pick which gift you'd like. Would you like +1/+1? 2 of them. Would you like to draw a card, or would you like to have 2 treasure tokens?
I'm going to go with the treasure.
Treasures?
Wow.
I'm going to take the draw. That means you get 2 +1/+1 counters wherever you'd like to throw them.
I'm going to do Cleansing Nova, and I'm going to float a white, 2 colorless, and another white then. I will destroy all artifacts and enchantments.
That'll kill the Esper.
Yeah,
It's
because
going to kill the Heritage. It'll kill the Contract, Prison, Mine, both Esper Sentinels, and the Duelist.
So
then my Soul Ring, Arcane Cynic, and Rhythm of the Wild go away.
you claim you're a man of your word and that you're going after our host.
That's your mana.
Well, he just said he's not attacking you.
You.
Yeah.
He didn't say he was going to attack him.
Then with the
Just gonna
4
attack you.
floating that I had, I'm going to play Theldar Retreat.
Ooh, fun.
So, landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield, I can choose one. Create a 2/2 white cat beast creature token, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance till end of turn. I will play this forest. Then we will go to attacks.
Before you go to your combat step, I'm going to use that mana that I've got. I'll pay for the ward here. We're going to Chaos Warp. For those that don't know Chaos Warp, the owner of target permanent shuffles it in, and then they reveal their top card of their library. If it's a permanent card, it is put onto the battle. When you do a Chaos Warp, and you do it on a stream, you have to do it right. You windmill slam that sucker.
Let's go. Nice.
There we
Okay.
go.
On the table.
That's not bad.
So whenever enters the battlefield, draw a win. Oh, enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it.
Not bad.
Windmill slam.
Wow.
not bad at all.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4. I will go with Legolas your way. Legolas is currently a 11/14.
11-14.
Yeah.
I'll block with the Discerning Financier.
Okay.
These 4 coming in at you on attack Laleo triggers. Exile top card. There we go.
That blasphemous act?
There we go. Oh, yes, it is.
We are going to be here until next Christmas
Let's
now.
go.
Layla is an 11/11. Legolas will block here. This archer will block this. Guild Mage will block the giant. And then Elvish will block the shaman. So
All 4 blocked. Right?
all 4 block, my stuff will live, and then your stuff will die.
We are, of course, going to blasphemous acts, and then you're welcome to do responses.
That was a pretty comprehensive round of board wipe. I mean, that took care of a lot of stuff. Don't worry, I have more presents coming.
Second main, I will still play a lands, and I will play a Dragonkin Berserker. He's a 2/2 first strike. Boast abilities cost 1 less for each dragon I control, and I can pay 5 to boast a 5/5 flying dragon. And
Oh,
play
nice,
on my
nice,
attack.
nice.
Ozzy, I apologize for killing you, because this...
It would have helped to have me in the game.
It would!
All right, we're gonna play Wall of Shards, 1/8 Defender flying, cumulative upkeep. Someone gets a life. Besides, that's not me.
Oh my
We'll
gosh.
get you guys up there, and then I'll spend the rest to cast Glunch,
No, he's back.
and we'll move to end step. And
Does Glunch have an ETB, right?
no, that was only because of that other card.
Oh.
So
Nice,
I'm
nice.
going to say, how many lands you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2 treasure counters for you, +1/+1s for you, and I'm going to draw a card.
Bar in the neuter. When another elf enters the battlefield under control, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and I can tap it equal green to its power. Then I will go here for green. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under control, this gets a +1/+1 until end of turn. Archer, reach and death touch. So another counter. Land for turn is this Cinderglade that will come and untap because of here and here. And then I will give everything a +1/+1.
I don't think after the board wipe that deck would rebuild quite so fast if it didn't have 4 cards to throw out right
That's
away.
a good point. Chaos Warp. Well, sadly, this $50 budget could not afford a Pinnacle foil Pinnacle Monk. My blast in a sec. But we might have some other rats. Let's go with 1, 2, 3. We're going to play a Legion War Boss. He's a 2/2 with Mentor. At the beginning of combat on my turn, I get a 1/1 red goblin. You have a lot of big stuff over there. You have Glunch.
Hey, I feel like that's it. I feel like you have a lot of
Nice to my host over here.
You got a lot of great, and the one who I keep giving you gifts.
That's
Don't worry
true.
about
You know
it.
what? You know what? You have been a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
You haven't done anything outrageous
I
yet.
have only given. I don't
I
think
think
I've
I'm
done.
getting like memories of the past.
Yeah,
where Group Hug just
yeah.
eventually chiseled me into the ground.
No, this
So,
it's
you're right. You've been nice. Let's go to combat here. We'll have a little fun. We're going to get a 1/1 red goblin from Legion War Boss. We're all going in at my friend Dan over here. On attack, we're going to trigger Familiar Lelia here. Going to get a counter and exile a card. That is a Caves of Chaos Adventurer. He's another fun one that draws me more cards, essentially.
nice.
I'm also going to pay 5 to boast out a 5/5 flying dragon. I like
Black.
dragons.
Here. And then the Archer with reach death touch will block Layla. And those are my blocks.
Okay. So you take 1 for my goblin.
Okay.
And Lelia's gonna bite the bullet.
Untap. I don't have all of the early upkeep gifts to give you guys this time around. I'm sorry. For some reason, someone decided they didn't love presents. I don't know. Seems kind of bad to me. But I do have the gift of life, and so I will give you 1 life. And it's cumulative, so next turn it'll be 2, and then it'll be 3, and then it'll be a lot, and then yeah. So we'll see how that goes. So green and 2 to cast Kadama's Reach. So I'm going to just do that later because I don't need them for what I'm going to do right now. Then I'm going to pay 2. Doesn't matter again. I just to cast a Signet. All right. So right now, if I give you the +1/+1, can they not come my way?
That's a fair trade, yeah.
Okay. And then I feel like you're a little short on land still.
No,
so-
I would rather have a
Okay.
draw priest. If possible, Santa.
Okay, I can do that. Santa Glunch says you get a draw and I will take 2 treasures.
Okay. I will tap this for 5 green.
Uh-oh.
I will play this mountain. Everything will get a +1. I love this card. And since Magic keeps reprinting it, it's like a $2 card. Hey, Magic, let's do that with all the good cards.
I like also that you're not targeting Wizards, the company that makes it. You're just Magic.
Just Magic in general.
I also have a free draw that I am willing to give out. Everyone gets to benefit from it, though. It is going to happen by the turn, but if you say you need it now or later, you can tell me. Again, you're not attacking me anyway, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, I mean, if I get a draw, it might help us against that.
You want to draw? Everyone gets one. Everyone gets one.
Gets one?
Yeah, so, okay,
Alright,
so
that's
I'm
fair.
spending my 2 treasure, tapping Mikokoro, and everyone gets a draw. Man, there are some great cards in there for the budget that this deck is. I am really impressed by this deck. For those of you watching or just catching late, this deck is actually going to be given away to anyone who wants it. That enters our drawing, and we'll do a drawing for it. That's a $50 all foil deck, and all you have to do is use the link that'll be below my fingers right now, or that'll be in the description to enter. And we'll ship it internationally. We'll get it to you. As long as post gets to you, we'll get it to you.
Well, I think I know where his boys are coming next. So let's go to combats. All right, so Goblin with the big Santa sack.
And everything has hexproof, but not and indestructible.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow, wouldn't
Yeah.
change my attack.
Stalker will block the goblin, and then I sadly have to take 6.
Don't worry, you'll get 2 back on my turn. On my upkeep, I move this up to 2, and I will give you 2 life. And we're going to put out a fun little guy that came with the Fallout set. He's the Yes Man, Personal Securitron. Target opponent gains control of Yes Man. When they do, you, the person who has it at the time that does it, draws 2 cards and puts a quest counter on Yes Man. Activate only during your turn. And then when Yes Man leaves the battlefield, its owner creates a tapped 1/1 for each quest. But so I give it to you, you tap it, give it to him, and when you do, you get to draw 2 cards. So whoever has it gets to re-gift. This is like the white elephant present, where,
Oh my
where
God.
you keep passing it around.
Ken, you're awesome. I love how
So-
dedicated this.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We're all about gifts.
like,
He's taking us into the office earlier.
Yeah, we got you. We got you covered. Let's see. So I played a land for turn.
we've literally only been talking about this episode for like less than a week.
Oh, I built this deck today. This is just a.
That is amazing.
All the new decks. This
Yeah.
is great.
All right, this is again. I have zero desire to get involved with this stuff going on over here. I'm really happy. I think I'm going to give you 2 treasure tokens, and I'm going to take 2 +1/+1 counters, and we're gonna beef up Glunch a little bit. So he's a 2/7 now.
All will be one.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Oh boy.
So whenever you put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, all will be one. Deals that much damage to target opponent, creature an opponent controls, or a planeswalker an opponent controls. I'll play this elf fox warrior. It has trample. It's a 4/3. So on the attack trigger, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 elves. So everything will get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. I'm just gonna dome you for 20.
Okay.
Then for the actual attacks, everything's gonna go your way with vigilance.
Oh no. So I'm gonna go block here, block here, block here.
Wait, do you feel like you've got a good turn next turn?
No, I feel like I'm grasping for straws next turn.
Yeah. So you got nothing going on in your hand.
No, I mean not anything that can stop this.
Well, he did dome me for quite a bit. So we're gonna play Dawn Charm, and there's no combat damage. So you don't have to block. You can block if you want
I love
to.
it.
but
I love it.
I don't care.
There's some cards that could maybe get us
Yeah.
into something interesting.
Oh, hey, listen.
So we'll see.
If you don't get a good draw, I've got more presents to give you. So
Perfect.
Okay.
because you didn't dome me for, I was happily sitting at 40. So now you made Santa mad, and now you're getting coal. Everything it's coal.
I am
so-
officially on
Yep,
the non
you're,
list.
you're on the
I'm
no more free
officially
life. I've given you the worst of Glunch's things. You're getting only treasure tokens from here on out.
I love it when Santa argues with himself.
Okay, second main. I will tap this for 11. I'm just gonna Swift Boots for 2, and then I will attempt to put it on.
I want to hear from you if you got something good in your draw that's going to take care of a lot of this bullshittery,
See what we can
especially that.
Guys,
And if you
I
don't
want
get
to be
it,
able to like celebrate Christmas and New Year's with like. I mean, I love you guys, but come on.
hey.
There's an end game. All right.
did you get anything that you really loved? Is it before you cast or play anything? Did you get anything that you really loved?
I'm not in that boat yet.
All right, I'm going to tap white and 2. So white, and 2, and I'm going to both you and I draw 2 cards.
Hey, all right.
So just you, not this one, not Cole for the rest of the game.
Let's see, 2 cards.
I just want to apologize to my family that I'm not gonna be able to make it for Christmas. I just don't want
You know
this
what?
game to
We're
end.
gonna toast the Yes Man. I know it helps you.
Okay.
But it lets me see 3 cards.
Yeah,
This
it's
might
okay.
be good.
It's okay.
So this is Nahiri's Warcraft. It does 5 damage to a creature or a planeswalker or a battle.
Is it exiled or anything?
Nope, just 5 damage, but then I get to look at the top X cards, where X is the excess amount of damage that I've dealt. So in this case, 3. So we've got a Jaxus, we've got Aurora
The
Phoenix.
fact that Jaxus makes it in this book is just like, man, that's such a good card.
These are really interesting, actually. So we could cast Aurora Phoenix, which could cascade into something pretty interesting. I could blitz Jaxison and use it to copy my dragon. Let's go the blitz route. As much as I want to see this card played sometime, we're gonna choose Jaxus. The other cards are on the bottom in a random order. I'm going to cast Jaxus for blitz cost, which is 2, which means when she end of turn she'll die, but I will get to draw a card from that. It also gives her haste. Let's use Jax's ability. I'm going to discard this mountain, which gives me a token copy of the creature that I have. So we'll make 1 copy of Appraiser. Let's go to combat. We are going to send in... You can block all my ground stuff with no problems.
You shouldn't. Might as well just swing with that, though, right?
We'll do it anyways. Yep. So these are coming in.
Stalker will block the Goblin. This Werefox will block the Apprentice, and then I take 7.
So we'll go to end step. Jaxus is going to die to her Blitz trigger here. And I'm going to draw another card and pass to you, Chad.
Untap. We have no. Oh yes, we do. We have 1 fun ability. You can have 3 life.
Wow, he's at 31.
You get nothing but coal. So I'm going to play Healing Technique, which has Demonstrate. And what that says is that you and I each get to return a card from our graveyard to our hand, and we gain life equal to its mana value.
And that's a 5-drop?
That's a 4-drop. I'm returning a 5-drop, which is the Silver Quill Lecture, which is the one that lets me make additional creatures. So the 4-drop will go first.
Okay, and then I get any card?
Any card that you want.
Okay.
And you get life equal to its... hey, it's a holiday special.
It's mana value.
Now the question is if I can survive.
Right.
I know I'm getting attacked. If I can survive, I have a Blasphemous Act. I'm worried about his commander damage.
That's
Once he
fair.
puts a counter on that commander, I'm dead.
Well, that's why the Chaos Warp.
Yeah, but he has Ward 3 and Hexproof right now.
Oh,
so
oh,
I can't
oh,
get to
oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, this is part of the problems here. I'm trying to think if there's any way around this. Well, I'm going to go for the act, and we'll see if we can manufacture something else. So I'll
Okay.
gain 9 life.
All right, and then I'll play my land for turn. I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast Silver Quill Lecture that I just returned to my hand. So I have a
That's the
5-drop.
All right, so Plarg. And then if you guess other things, obviously we'll keep power balancing. Plarg's a 5/4 on my upkeep.
Yep, that's what I got.
All right. I'm going to play this Arid Mesa.
Yeah, honestly, you probably
Okay.
should have taken the
Chaos Warp.
Chaos Warp for the Yeah.
Obi-Wan, yeah.
yeah, because he's gonna be able to kill me out this turn.
So 1,
He'll kill
2,
you
3,
if you
4,
kill me.
5. -5, John.
It's going for me. This $50 budget deck does have a lightning bolt.
That'd be so great.
Uptick.
That'd be a great way to win.
Uptick. Another 5, John.
Yikes.
I'm going to swing everything your way, and then my elves will go your way. So those are declaring attacks. So now the attack triggers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 elves. So everything will get +5/+5. 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. That's 30. John, you can take 30 to the dome. All right.
How many elves do I have coming at me?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is a 15/14 with trample. So these 3 things you can chomp. But this has the trample.
So that's just gonna do, even if I block with the wall, that's gonna do 7 to me.
Mm-hmm.
And if your 2 biggest ones from there are 2,
Would be these over here.
and the,
So you would take 14,
I think you let the
25.
trample go through and you block whatever the 2 biggest ones are next.
so I block 3 things.
Yep. You would take 15.
All right, so I've got to block 3 things. Okay. So but I'm taking all of the trampler damage, and I'm
Yeah.
blocking 3, and
Okay, so you're going to block the 3 non-tramplers with your 3 guys. You
3 of the
kinda have
non-tramplers,
to,
yeah.
Yeah.
and take a total of
15.
15 we
Before
said.
I die, I'm going to cast a Siege Smash, which is a split-second card, and I'm going to destroy this Swiftfoot Boots. Just in the off chance your group hug deck has something that maybe that helps.
I mean, I've got plenty of board wipes in here, so there's always the chance. 'Cause they're not going to hurt me right now.
And then I'll go out in a blaze of glory.
Take that all.
Nicely done, sir.
Yeah, so I lose these 3. First things first, we'll tap this to both of us draw a card. Okay, we got stuff. We got things. Let's go. That will Windswept Heath cast Felidar Sovereign. Vigilance lifelink. If I have 40, I win the game.
Let's go.
Then
36 more life.
I was sitting at it being like, if only I could see a 40 until you guys pummel the crap out of each other. Promise of Loyalty. Each player puts a vow counter on a creature they control and sacrifices the rest.
Yeah, baby.
Each of those creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control as long as it has a vow counter on it.
I will generous gift.
Okay, generous gift. That goes to graveyard. You pick a creature. It can't attack me, and just sacrifice the rest of yours.
I'll pick the command.
Okay. Commander
Okay.
has a vow.
Yeah, so Shah and Halara is basically an all will be one as well. So it's flying vigilance. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put onto a creature you control, it deals that
So
much damage.
you
to
get it just from the land drop.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Oh, I get to make Christmas.
I'll just lose. Yeah.
Yeah, good game, man. That was.